Sir, Danish, German, Polish delegations are ready for the trilateral signing ceremony. Sir.
Thank you very much. Stand at ease.
All delegations.
Distinguished guests, colleagues, gentlemen in uniform, I warmly welcome you to this ceremony. As I told you yesterday evening, we have been looking forward to the formal part of your stay, signing of our partnership agreement between our three brigades. I hope you enjoyed our icebreaker meeting yesterday evening in the town. We have been working during the night, a little bit on the weather, and as you see, we have had some success. We will now start by hoisting the flags.
All nations for hoisting the flag. Stand attention. Was los? Bravo. Was?
Generals, ladies and gentlemen, soldiers of 6th Armored Brigade, Cavalry Brigade, 1st Zealand Brigade, and of 41st Mechanized Infantry Brigade. After years of close trilateral cooperation, common military training and exercises, as well as broad exchanges of experiences and ideas, we are here today at Camp Oxbøl to raise these extraordinary good relationship between our three brigades to an official status by signing the Friendship and Liaison Agreement. For 41st Mechanized Infantry Brigade, this day will surely mark a milestone in its comparatively young history, which started just 9 years ago. In the course of German unification in October 1990, the Bundeswehr took over the 9th Armored Division and a cadered division camouflaged as a training center from the former GDR army in Eggesin. It was the task of General von Kirchbach the current Generalinspekteur, the Inspector General of the Bundeswehr, to reduce the 9th Division to a brigade-sized unit determined by the spirit of the Bundeswehr. This process led directly to the formation of 41st Brigade on 1st April 1991. Integration was a key word and a key mission in these early days and months. For officers and NCOs from two former opposing political systems and armies had to learn from each other and had to accept each other as new comrades. Today, one can say that the military aspect of the German unification has been a story of a great success, and that the soldiers of 41st Mechanized Infantry Brigade have written one substantial chapter of that story. Beside this, let me say, internal bridge building, it came out very clearly from the beginning that due to its dislocation in the furthest northeastern part of Germany, our brigade would be predestined to become a turntable for military relations to our neighbors in the east and the north. The soldiers of 41st Mechanized Infantry Brigade ever since have taken most profit from these international relations and exchange programs. For multinational military training and the mutual exchange of knowledge and experiences is the best way to be prepared for our defense missions within the alliance as well as for the other tasks in an international environment. Being a part of the German main defense forces, 41st Mechanized Infantry Brigade is consisting of 2,500 men in peacetime who serve in 2 active and 2 non-active combat battalions, 1 arty battalion, plus 1 active engineer and brigade headquarters company, and 1 non-active recce company. It's our basic task to conduct the necessary training and exercises in order to provide well-trained personnel for the defense of our own country and the freedom and integrity of our allies. But in addition to that, 41st Mechanized Infantry Brigade detached several times officers, NCOs and other ranks also to forces in peace support operations. In 1996, soldiers from Egezin were committed to a S4 contingent in Bosnia, and currently there are more than 100 men serving in German Kosovo forces headquarters and units. For them, the broad spectrum of our common trinational training and exercises has been a good preparation for the daily work and missions they are now confronted with. This example may illustrate that multinational experiences are the key prerequisite for us soldiers today to accomplish the multitude of the various tasks we get. I would therefore like to assure you that 41st Mechanized Infantry Brigade also in the future will be a reliable partner in all our trilateral contacts, and I'm very much looking forward to all our different exchanges, exercises, talks and meetings ahead. Before I hand over to Colonel Lamler, the commander of the 6th Armored Cavalry Brigade, let me thank you, Colonel Franzen, for hosting us here in Oxbow for the assignment of our trilateral friendship and liaison agreement. Thank you very much.
Generals, ladies and gentlemen, soldiers. Today's ceremony is the summing up of traditionally very good cooperation between our 3 brigades. For the last couple of years, the 1st Sjellandske Brigade, Mechanized Brigade, the 41st Mechanized Brigade and the 6th Armored Cavalry Brigade have been conducted ventures of the trilateral cooperation between Danish, German and Polish armed forces. In my opinion, this cooperation is very useful for all parties signing today's agreement. In my opinion, this cooperation is very useful, but we had to start from training each other in the fields of both official and unofficial, I mean personal private concepts. Now, from my perspective, I can see that our cooperation follows the right direction. And as a good example of that, let me mention Polish army joining NATO or setting up of the Multinational Korps Nord-Ost on Szczecin. Our various contacts during exercises, conferences and personal meetings became the base for exchanging our experiences and professional knowledge. Now, I would like to express my thanks giving to you, colleagues from Danish and German Brigade, for your help you gave us to reach compatibility with NATO structure and procedure. It is thanks to you that my brigade is the one of a leading brigade in that area within Polish Armed Forces. Our contacts let us find out about ourselves, our families, cities and countries, nowadays problems, habits and culture. I realize that we soldiers of the 6th Brigade must work very hard to go over through all obstacles to reach full compatibility. But having such a wonderful friends and young, but well-prepared and ambitious soldiers, our way seems to be not as difficult as I thought before. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my privilege as a commander and great honor to say a few words about my 6th Armored Cavalry Brigade. Our brigade is a part of the 12th Mechanized Division, named after great Polish cavalryman General Konstanty Prusowski. It follows famous Polish cavalry units tradition. The 6th Brigade is the one of the best equipped and with highest personal strength within Polish Armed Forces. It consists of 3 tank and 1 mechanized battalions. Additionally, we have artillery, air defense, logistic and HQ battalions and 2 companies, engineering and wrecking. All of them are active. Since March this year, the 6th Brigade has become a part of NATO Rapid Reaction Force. As you know, my brigade is located in 80,000 Sjellandske garrison, which is the 3rd one of the biggest cities in the Western Pomeranian district, only 30 kilometers southeast of Szczecin. Dear friends, at the end of my speech, I would like to congratulate the commander of the 1st Zealand Brigade, Colonel Franzen, and commander of the 41st Mechanized Brigade, Colonel Otto, such a fantastic and well-trained soldiers, and thank you for up to no cooperation. I wish all of us, at least, that some are even more enjoyable and fruitful further cooperation. Thank you for your attention.
1st Zealand Brigade was formed November the 1st, 1961. The brigade had its first headquarters in a town called Roskilde in the northern part of Zealand, the island in Denmark, where also Copenhagen is situated. In 1974, we moved our headquarters to a town called Ringsted. Here we still are situated. In March 1965, the brigade got Her Majesty the Queen's permission to take our present insignia and our symbol, the eagle, which is the town arms of the previous mentioned town, Roskilde. The exact age of the coat of arms is uncertain, but the oldest depiction known is from the year 1286. The motto of my brigade is Semper Vigilia. It's in Latin. In English it will be always watchful. This brigade is one of 3 identical brigades in the Danish division. Its wartime strength is approximately 4,000 men, and it consists of the following units. A headquarter Koi gangs together with the brigade staff in Ringsted. 2 armored infantry battalion consisting of headquarter Koi, 2 armored infantry companies, tank company and a motorized company. 1 armored battalion consisting of 3 armored tank, 3 tank companies and an armored infantry company. A reconnaissance squadron, an arty, Battalion, an Armored Engineer Company, Combat Support Battalion, and a military police detachment. Manning of the unit is a mixture of regulars, mainly in the tank squadrons, and as different kind of specialists, and then conscripts who's manning the rest of the functions. Conscripts are as NCOs serving for about 24 months, approximately 1 year in starter schools and 1 year in the units. Private conscripts are serving between 8 and 10 months. In spite of the fact that the brigade is one of 3 in the Danish division, the brigade level is the first force level in Denmark, in the Danish army, that is able to fight independently. It consists of a command and control unit, combat units, combat support units, and logistics support units. The units are armored, and although we are a mixture between standing force and mobilization units, we do consider ourselves as a lean, mean war machine. We have had in the brigade, also before I took over command, very good cooperation with you 2 other brigades. We do look forward to the continuation of our cooperation, whether it should be in Germany, in Poland, or here in Denmark. Thank you. I'm very happy to be able to invite all of you when the parade is finalized to a small reception in the cafeteria.
All delegations, stand attention. Pas los. Level. Pat.
Die Augen. Blick.
All delegations, stand at ease. Pas los. Passie. Parade dismissed.
Lüfter ausschalten, Obacht gespannt, Abtreffen, Schließen.